Hi, thanks for checking out this video. Today, I'm going to review an electric guitar that I'm extremely excited about. It's very affordable and extremely well made. It's by a company called Donner, and this particular model is the DST-100W. This is a full-size electric guitar that has two single coil pickups and a humbucker pickup in the bridge. Now I really like that they put a humbucker in the bridge because the bridge of your guitar you want to be bright and aggressive and wide open, and that is really cool here. I think that's a fantastic idea. You get that sweet tone of those cleans from the neck and the middle single coil pickups, then you flip down into your bridge pickup and you're gonna have a nice bright and aggressive clean rock tone. It's great for classic rock, and it's gonna give you that kind of mid-rangey bright tone that's gonna work great for a whole bunch of different genres, especially in the blues and rock vein. Other accessories that are included in this kit is a gig bag, a guitar cable that's surprisingly well made. A lot of times your just kit bundle cable isn't going to be very good quality, but this cable is very well made. It also comes with a nice strap as well. The body of this guitar is solid African basswood with a maple neck and then a rosewood fingerboard. The first impressions of the guitar right when I was first taking it out of the case is that it has some weight to it. It's not a really light guitar, which I totally love, and definitely has something to do with that African basswood for the body. The next thing that struck me is just how well this instrument is made. The fretwork is fantastic. There's no burrs whatsoever running your hand up and down the neck. The intonation and the setup, even right out of the box, was really nice with pretty low action, which would suit most players. I've changed the action a little bit and lowered it more to my own personal taste. I also put on a set of Stringjoy strings, which is a really cool company. I'd highly recommend them. Same way that like a car, the tires is one of the most important things, especially if you're gonna go racing or you wanna improve your handling of your car. Just upgrading your tires, the thing that's physically making contact with the surface, is gonna make a huge difference. Same thing with guitar strings. So Stringjoy is a company that I swear by. All of my tunes that were just released on our new EP, Mystics and Kings, have Stringjoy strings. I think the strings speak for themselves in this little demo that I put together as well. I'm also going to play a little bit more towards the end of this video, just give you a taste of the other different tones you can get with the pickups. This guitar really feels like there's some serious craftsmanship that has been put into it. It's been built with some care and some love. Most of the time, I'll recommend students or people that I talk to online to stay away from a budget guitar like this that's just around the this one's $110 mark. I have some experience with some past instruments that are even cheaper for like $75. And you know, if you're on a budget and let's say you just want to get started playing, or maybe you have a kiddo that wants to give the guitar a try, they're not sure, I totally understand. Purchasing a budget guitar like that definitely makes sense for a lot of people. That said, I normally recommend, you know, go for something more like a Squier Strat, which is around the $250 range. It's going to be an instrument that's going to last a whole lot longer, because what usually ends up happening when you buy a budget guitar is after you've been playing a bit, you realize the thing won't stay in tune, and then you realize why it only costs $75 or $100, and then you can end up going out and buying another one. So, you know, that's why I think, you know, spending a little bit more money will ultimately save you money in the long run. That is not the case with this guitar. This guitar is legit. I won't go as far as saying it's as good as a Mexican Strat, but it is full stop as good as any Squier Strat I've ever played on. I actually think it's better, which is pretty remarkable, being this guitar costs $110 and a Squier Strat brand new is $250. Cosmetically, the guitar is totally perfect. I couldn't find any nicks or dings or swirls or anything sort of weird in the finish. The finish is fantastic, especially again at this price point. The only problem that I had was when I first plugged it in, and everyone knows like a beginner Strat, the style jack was kind of disconnecting, so I had to take it out and just bend the little tab a little, and then everything's been fine since then. So that's like every guitar in this sort of price point with that style jack runs into that problem. I've fixed you know, probably, you know, dozens, if not, you know, 50 guitars in the past of my students that just stopped working because of that jack. So that's not uncommon at all, and it was super easy little fix. I like the backplate on the guitar as well. It has the Donner logo, and just, it's a real nice kind of little touch and detail that I'm, again, really surprised to be finding on a guitar that costs as little as this one does. Again, I just feel like it's built with some care, and definitely some people who know what they're doing. This is not your budget, just piece of junk guitar. It's clearly worth, you know, 2 to 3 times more than what they're charging. I found the surface on the back of the neck to be especially nice. It doesn't have like a gloss sort of finish. It's more kind of matte, and it's extremely well sanded, and it's really smooth and really fast to play on, which was another nice sort of surprise. This design, this Fender Stratocaster kind of a design, is so classic and so iconic, and there's a reason why so many different players have gravitated towards Strats. You know, I myself tend to play like a super Strat design, something like either a Strandberg or an Ibanez, which is just basically the same design, it's just a little bit more refined. The body is really curved, it's very comfortable to sit with, and having those 2 single coil pickups, especially for blues, you know, or rock music, if you're playing with some, you know, either a clean tone or some slight overdrive, you're really gonna get great tones out of this instrument. Even through like a practice amp, you're going to be able to really nail, you know, that classic, you know, either Stevie Ray Vaughan sort of a sound, or Eric Clapton, or, you know, there's a million great Strat players, Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. So now that we're about halfway through this video, if you like it, please hit like and subscribe, hit the little bell, do all the YouTube stuff. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the tone of this guitar. I think it sounds fantastic, and again, at just $110, I think it's a total steal and really a no-brainer. This guitar comes with your classic Fender Strat controls setup. So you have a 5-way switch, and then 1 dedicated volume knob that controls the output of all 3 pickups, and then a tone knob for your neck pickup and a tone knob for your middle pickup. The bridge pickup has no tone knob connected to it because the point of a bridge pickup is to be aggressive and bright, and a tone knob is going to basically roll off your top end and make it sound darker, so there's normally not any real reason to have a tone knob connected to your bridge. Also, the cool thing about that sort of setup is you can have different settings as you click through the pickup. So you can maybe have your neck pickup totally rolled back with the tone knob so that it's very dark, and then maybe leave it just wide open on your middle, and then so that way as you go through your pickup selector switch, you're going to automatically get those different tones, and you really can have it dialed in for exactly what you want. One of the classic ways that a Strat is used with a tone knob is for the Eric Clapton woman tone, you know, quote unquote woman tone. So that's where he basically rolled back his tone knob, and you get this kind of really dark, almost kind of, you know, muffled sort of a tone, but it really sustains and kind of sings. So that's like a fun thing to kind of experiment and play around with as well. I'm new to the brand Donner. I was poking around on Amazon and was just unbelievably shocked at how many products they have. There's a whole host of guitar pickups, both little teeny stomp boxes as well as larger ones that have like 3 or 4 different commonly used effects in one compact package, and they have a bunch of other kind of classic Fender Strats. So I was very excited that they were gonna send one over that I could check out. I think this guitar is super cool if you're a beginning guitar player, or even an intermediate guitar player, or even a pro just looking for like a cheap backup just to have on the road. Honestly, I think this guitar is that good. You could totally gig this, you know, just keep it around just in case something happens to your main guitar. So thanks again for watching this video. On our channel, we have original music, free guitar lessons, and loads of product reviews. I tend to focus on everything sort of music related, so it could be guitars, could be pedals, other instruments, ukuleles, trumpets, electronic drum kits. I also do a bit with music production, so if you're interested in microphones and other packages, I have a bunch of stuff like that on our channel, so definitely stop by and check it out. So thank you for watching. Take it easy.